Hello, wonderful people. My name is Jessica, aka the Sacred Rebel. This podcast is dedicated to all the other sacred rebels out there, sacred women, and all of the above that are in need of a guiding light in their waking life and spirituality. This podcast will feature talks on spirituality, being a woman, traumas, self-development, meditations, as well as self-healing and all of the above. It is with love and compassion that I gift this podcast to the rest of the world, as it was never presented to me growing up. And it is my hope that this podcast will be the seed that is planted in someone else to basically be motivated to create a change within themselves that can be the change for the rest of the world. So kick back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and enjoy. Much love. Hello and welcome back to another episode. As I have my chamomile tea right here, I am on my period, and so I am not having the best time of my life, and I should probably be sitting and chilling. Let me scooch up a little closer. I probably should be sitting and chilling, but I wanted to get this done because it was supposed to be done days ago, but emergencies happen and whatnot. Now, before I begin the video on the topic that I wanted to share with you guys, I want to say thank you to everyone that has donated to my GoFundMe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your donations really do count. They do matter, and I am happy to be receiving any type of support. And it is your support that is going to give this podcast life. It's going to give it, not to say like life, okay, let me rephrase that, is helping giving it life, by helping me out. And it's still going. The GoFundMe is still going, and any dollar counts, any share counts. Also, if you can do me the honors of liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel, because the more interactions I get, the more better chances I have to move up the rings of YouTube. And one last thing, no, I did not cut my hair if you're watching this video. Shrinkage. Yep, it happens when I wash my hair and twist it. I still got hair, so it's just I washed it recently and it shrunk. But I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, this topic is based off a woman that I saw on an Instagram reel when I was scrolling, and she was being interviewed, and she had said that women have the divine feminine energy and they are meant to receive. They are not meant to be out here hustling and grinding, and they are meant to use that creative energy to create the flow of abundance in their life, as well as their bodies will know when this isn't right. We need to close up shop, stop this. And to my, it was a shocking surprise that the majority of the comments on under that video were negative, and they were from women who basically disagree with her, saying like, how am I supposed to pay the bills? No, we're going to keep hustling and grinding over here. You do you, I do me, and all this other stuff. And the conflict was that a lot of these women believed that if what she meant was to sit on your ass and do nothing and that's it. That's not what she meant. And I'm here to basically share a story or two to hopefully connect the dots. Now, A long time ago, I was one of those women that did the whole hustle thing. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I was always looking for ways to make extra money and then some. It was until I figured out that the job that I had was not fitting for me. And I worked this job for 12, 13 years. And why and how I left my job in depth, in detail, that'll be a story for next time. And so I left that job. And it was a cushy job. I had a 401k and all that other shit. And I still was hustling, even though I wanted to get into more of the spiritual life coaching school, which I enrolled in at the time when, probably like actually it was a year after I left my job. I enrolled into the spiritual life coaching school. Um, I was able to focus more on myself. And I love that time that I was focusing on myself. I was able to connect deeper with myself, connect with like other people that I haven't really talked to in a long time. And it was so enlightening to not really worry about finances at the time. It was just me and vibes every day until my finances that I had started to, the well was drying up. Put it like that. The well was drying up, and I was starting to become low on money. And so I had to do the whole hustle thing again. I had to do Instacart, I did DoorDash, I did Uber Eats, I did cleaning jobs on the side, and then I got into like cleaning Airbnbs, and I was basically working every single day. I'm talking about Sunday through Saturday, every single day I was working. And to some people, they'll be like, oh, that's normal. You're just making your money. Do you, boo boo? But deep down inside, I did not realize that my body was screaming to me to stop. Please stop. And it got to a point where sometime mid 2022, my legs started to give out more. Like my legs were always, my muscles were always constantly like wound and tense. And I'll be doing like these Instacart jobs, and I wouldn't notice at first that my legs were like doing like this weird muscular tension thing. I'm thinking that like, oh, it'll go away after a hot Epsom salt bath. It'll go away. And when I did not put my body in motion, I would, if I try to get up out of bed or get up at all, my body would be so wrecked. It would be so stiff. I could not move well. And then if I try to stand, my knees will buckle. And I will sometimes fall to the floor like I'm on a bad side of 72. It was terrible. And it was like that. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this happening? And I would just keep going and going, doing all these Uber Eats orders, these DoorDash orders, these Instacart orders, clean Airbnbs on top. And I was doing this, I was hustling. And honestly, it wasn't really helping much for my body. Now, me cleaning Airbnbs was making me really good money. But once November hits, Airbnbs are just basically dead. This stuff is seasonal, and you will have to find a different means of income in order for you to like survive. And by the end of 2022, it wasn't that good. I basically had no Airbnb jobs. Instacart was basically just a free for all. People fighting over orders. It was handing out chump change. Even though I was a 5-star shopper, I was getting the most shittiest orders ever. And I was one of those people that was out there by 6 o'clock in the morning every day. And at the time, to basically twist the knife in the wound, my car got repoed. I lost my insurance, my car got repoed. So I was trying to sit and figure out, all right, well, I scrounged up enough money for December rent, barely. How the fuck am I going to take care of everything else? And I was so dazed and confused, and I was thinking, I thought I did everything that I could. And I had to humble myself to seek out a job, which I'm thankful for my cousin. She helped me out to find a stay at home job where I didn't have to worry about going to the office because the commute would have just been a nightmare. I don't like the bus system here. I'm just going to leave it at that. And everything was provided, to me through this job. And so it's been that way since January of 2023. Now, right now, I am in the position to offer, well, actually, I've been in the position, been helping people since last year to adopt a new perspective of thinking, to be open for the knowledge that can save them from basically entering this weird struggle snuggle when it comes to income and comes to receiving opportunities. Because it was last year, as I'm basically educating myself through different spiritual coaching classes, different master classes, learning new things about marketing and business and connecting with clients. I've decided that I was not going to sit here and sit in masculine energy all the time just because the rest of the world is in the masculine energy, because we live in a high-paced world. Everyone else can be in a high pace, but I'm going to do Jessica's pace. I'm going to do the soft, feminine lifestyle. I declared that, and then the doors, it was like a rush of wind that basically came and hit me in the face when I decided that I was going to struggle less and stress less. Because once I switched my mind to not to stress and struggle and worry over things that I cannot control and deal with the things that I can control, because I have autonomy. Everyone else is doing whatever, but I myself, you have a choice to control you. I have a choice to control what I do. Once that choice has been made, many things just start happening as like a domino effect. It's like a light switch switching on. And I've been graced with so many opportunities of growth that exponentially helped me out, especially when it came to finances and whatnot. It really did help me out and help me see things from a better perspective and try things out. Try it out and then see if it works. Now, a lot of women do still struggle out here. They still believe that they have to do the whole hustle and grind thing. And I get it. You got to put food on the table, you got your bills to pay, you got kids and mouths to feed. But hear me out for 2 seconds. Hear me out. Now, that life can work out temporarily in moments of like where you need to make like quick change, like last minute, that hustle can help you out, but in the long run, it's not going to help you out. It's going to basically leave you empty, especially if you already have a lot on your plate and kids. It's going to leave you empty if you're constantly hustling. That's how I felt. I felt empty. And then it led me to me breaking my body. I would say, like, right now, I am at a good 85% of mobility back in my body. I'm not waking up basically falling out my bed because I can't walk straight or I don't feel like my muscles are tense. I had to do a lot of things to get my body back together and back to the point where I can actually freely move with no problem or not trying to grab on something to hoist me up. Like I said, like I'm a good 72. No, bad size 72, sorry. While that struggle snuggle life is not going to help you out too much, and I want to basically offer something, just think about it a little better. Now, I've made a free online guide called the Soft Femme Lifestyle, combining your practice with business. Now, in this guide, I don't have my tablet with me right now to show you, but I will share the link below in the description. This guide is here to teach you how you can obtain a softer, kinder lifestyle. It's here to help you obtain a better way of working things, making sure things work out for you in the way that you need it to, in the way that is aligned with you. And it has, different stories and perspective insights from me. It has journaling prompts within it. So you can basically print it off and you can write in it, or you can get a notebook to like write in it. And each journaling prompt is there to kind of like switch your mind into a better, like, receptive perspective. Sorry, I can't talk today. I blame it on the hormones. But this is to like really like help open you up, because if you ask the right questions will give you the right answers for you. And this guide not only helps you open and be more open to receiving, which this is a different topic I want to get into next time about receiving, because that's the one thing that we need to learn more, is to be able to receive from others. Practice discernment, but we got to be able to receive from others in order to basically move on up. This journal prompt is going to also help you connect with what you are passionate about if you already haven't. If you have, then you already did some good steps, and then you can keep moving forward. And it'll give you tips and insights of how to turn that passion into a steady income, or even more, like 6 figures. Who would love to make 6 figures in a year or so? I would. I would love to do that. And I dedicated this online booklet to the women like me who basically did not have like information that was very valuable to our lives, because I'm pretty sure that if I read this shit like 5 years ago, I would be in a whole completely different area right now. I would be a whole different person. I would have matured a bit more quicker than I did. So, but back to what I was saying, this would save you about half the time you can save up a lot of like headaches and stress. You'll stress less with this guide. And I know the one thing, and I know this for a lot of women too, the one thing that keeps a woman from engaging with a mentor or coach is money. That shit is going to be expensive. And that was the mindset that I kept for a while, is I can't engage in any of these coaches because I don't have the money. Then again, we're probably looking at the wrong coaches. People are like running around saying, hey, I'll help you out for $2,000 are probably not the people that we need to be looking into. So we need to try to find someone that is, not to say that they would not help us, but they probably not within the tax bracket to help, people like us. Because I feel like certain coaches have like certain vibes, and I go and vibe with the coaches that I know for a fact they were meant for me, and I have found an amazing coach that helped me out, knew my own personal situation, and we came together, came up with a plan, and I was able to get shit done. And I know for a fact that you can get shit done too. So that's it for this video. I think I rambled on enough, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Love ya.